What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today I'm going to break down and recap today's loss versus the Tennessee Titans. The Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans 24-13. The real score was 17-13. They got the little bull, Henry run at the end of the game when they was running out the clock and he scored a touchdown. I think he did that last year versus the Texans. Like, they were running out the clock and he scored like a little bull touchdown towards the end. It is what it is. So technically it's a 24-13 loss. So that's what it's going to say on the board. So that's what I'm going to say, 24-13, even though it really was 17-13. But a lot to break down this game. But what I have to break down this game actually has very little to do with the Texans. I mean, it is what it is. If Deshaun Watson was playing this game, the Texans would have beat the Titans. Like, no doubt in my mind. Like, because for it to go to halftime 10-10, it should have been like 10-3 or 10-7. I mean, not 10-7. It should have been 24 to either 21 or 24, at least 21, if not 24-7 at halftime. Like, they should have scored 3 touchdowns instead of just 1. So like that right there is for 1. For 2, this Titans offense is very, very, very stagnant. I know we said that about Texans offense in years past, and that is true. But outside last year, we gave $72 million to QB 17. We never had anybody that we were claiming was our guy, was our franchise guy. The Titans do. The Titans got somebody that they claiming as their franchise guy. And the offense that they put, I told a Titan fan right after the game was over, I said, no disrespect, y'all not going to make it in the playoff, cuz. Y'all are not going to make it in the playoffs. Y'all might make it to the playoffs, but y'all not going to make it in there because y'all not, with that offense, y'all can't do nothing. Y'all should not be struggling against a Texans team, no Deshaun Watson, no no Deontay Foreman. Then they lose Alpha Blue, so all you have is Lamar Miller, no Will Fuller, no Will Fuller, no Braxton Miller, no Bruce Ellington, no Ryan Griffin, no C.J. Fedorowicz. Like, these guys, you had Hopkins and Andre Ellington out there catching passes, and Anderson. That's it. Then defense-wise, no Watt, no Merciless, no Christian Covington, no Cushion, no A.J. Bouye, no Jonathan Joseph. And the offense couldn't do anything. The offense was barely moving. Luckily that they got the 2 touchdowns. The offense was barely moving all game. The Texas defense was suffocated. The past 2 games, the Texas defense have been playing like the Texan defense normally plays, like I said in the last video, a suffocating defense, a defense that suffocates, force you to make mistakes and to go 3 and out, and we get the ball back. That's how they've been playing. And to be honest, the Ravens' offense last week looked better than the Titans' offense. And actually, in the game that was 57-14 earlier this year, the Titans looked better. The Titans looked better in that game than they did in this game. Because in that game, they just didn't get on the field because the Texans just kept on scoring. They scored on every drive. The first 5 drives of the game, they scored. Then Mariota had 2 picks in that game. But the offense actually looked better in that game than they did this game. And that defense was a fully defense. That defense had White. It had Merciless. It had Covington. It didn't have Cushion because Cushion been suspended. But that offense was a better. That offense and defense, that Texan team that won 57-0, 57-14, was a way better team. And to me, in my personal opinion, the Titans looked better in that game than they did in this victory. Because they might be 8-4, but they probably the worst 8-4 team in NFL history. That team is an 8-8 football team at best, really. And I think the main reason why is because of Mike Mularkey. I think that's the main reason why. And I think the Titans are going to be fooled like the Colts were with Chuck Pagano winning with Andrew Luck at that time of weak AFC South. I think the Titans going to probably win 10-11 games. More than likely win. It depends on how they do against their last game against Jacksonville. If they win the division, they're going to keep Mike Mularkey. Because I think Mike Mularkey is basically this generation's Derek Fisher. You see how Derek Fisher had both Case Keenum and had Goff and the Rams and how bad both of them look, and now you get Case Keenum in Minnesota, and you have Goff in LA right now, and you see how they look without Jeff Fisher, because Jeff Fisher was just getting jobs and keeping his jobs and keeping and never getting fired based off of that one Super Bowl he made back in 1999, and just that one Super Bowl appearance, not even the win, that appearance kept him having this job when he should have been fired at Tennessee, and he should have been fired with the Rams. That's what Mike Mularkey is. Mike Mularkey has Mariota playing in this offense that doesn't fit him, and they don't do anything. And if I was a Titan fan, I would be highly frustrated. But as a Texas fan, I'm actually glad, because I think they're going to mess around and not fire Mularkey, because if he wins double-digit games, you're not going to fire him. You win division, you're not going to fire him. Go to the playoffs, you're not going to fire him. And they're going to keep him. And when the Texans come back next year fully loaded, they ain't going to have no shot. And the two best teams in the division next year are going to be Titans and Jags, especially the Jags get quarterback, which I hope they don't, because it talks them getting Cousins. It talks them getting Eli. I actually prefer them to get Eli, because I think with Eli they can still lose games. I think Eli has passed his prime. But I am a Texan fan, so let me talk about the Texans. If I was Bill O'Brien, Jeff Allen wouldn't even get on the team bus. After the locker room, like, hey, say, don't even do no interviews, don't talk to nobody, just, hey, here, go a private plane, get on a commercial plane, whatever, yeah, and when you get back to Houston, just get your stuff and go, because we ain't got time for that. How do you have 3 consecutive false starts? Not 3 consecutive holds, 3 consecutive false starts, back to back to back, on the same play. It wasn't like you had false start, and then y'all run a play, and then you had false start again. You had false start on the same play. It went from 4-4 to 4-19 because you had 3 consecutive false starts. It's like a little kid playing Madden and they don't know what to do, and they just sit there holding the controller, and the game just keeps on just giving not false start, but delay a game, and it's like first and 45, that's what the yards look like. That's what it was looking like. How he kept on getting these false starts, and like every time he was doing, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Somebody gotta be paying him. Ain't no way you can get 3 consecutive false starts. And then the next play, we get the first down, and as soon as we get that first down, I say, you know what? I don't care what happens. I can't blame Tom Savage. I have nothing bad to say about Tom Savage. And then of course he throws a pick, which again, I kind of figured that it was going to come eventually. Like, I kind of figured the pick was going to come eventually. So, I can't blame Tom Savage, because Tom Savage, yardage-wise, had the best game that he had. The game that Tom Savage played today is what the Texan fans were clamoring for last year when they wanted him to come in instead of 17, when they wanted him to replace 17. Because people were like, why y'all bashing Savage now? Y'all was all up on him last year when y'all wanted him to be y'all guy last year. No. We wanted him to replace 17 because 17 was playing horrible football. And when Savage came in against the Jags, he didn't play that bad. He played decent. Against the Bengals, when the game he started on Christmas Eve, he played decent. He didn't play like he's playing now. And this might be because the offensive line is weaker, because you don't have Dwayne Brown, which is another reason why you have Jeff Allen out there playing left tackle. Bob McNair, like I said in the last video, put this all on you, bro. Put this all on you. You put us in one of these situations. So that's one of the reasons why that's like that. And that's the one reason why he's playing the way he's playing. Not to mention, when you get a taste of shrimp, you don't want to eat tuna no more. like once you get to eat lobster and crab and shrimp, you don't want tuna. Once you get a gourmet hamburger, you don't want hamburger helper. That's what Deshaun Watson is to Tom Savage. Deshaun Watson is a gourmet meal, and Tom Savage is the dollar menu at McDonald's. Some Roman noodles. That's what you get. Now every now and again that dollar menu can hit. Now every now and again those Roman noodles is a good meal. So every now and again you're gonna get a good performance out of Tom Savage, but you're not gonna get one all the time. But I can't blame Tom Savage for this game. Tom Savage played decent enough, except not able to score. we were in the red zone too many times for us not able to punch in and get no points. So he is basically a prototypical backup quarterback. Like I said back in the preseason, that he's a prototypical backup quarterback. A backup quarterback that probably can come in when your starter gets hurt, play a game or two, probably keep you on the same boat, and then you take him back out, because he does not win you games. He is not capable of winning you a football game. He's had 3 games to have that. The Colt game, last week on Monday night, and then today. 3 times he had a chance to win you a game. I'm not going to blame this on him, even though he threw a pick, because I thought the game was over when Jeff Allen was getting all those false starts. I'm like, ain't no way that we going to convert this 4th and 19. Not to mention, we only have Hopkins out there. And speaking of Hopkins, if you're a fan of this channel, you people know that I am probably the biggest DeAndre Hopkins critic that's a Texan fan. I'm the biggest D-Hop critic that's a Texan fan. Not to say I don't like D-Hop. I like D-Hop a lot. I just didn't see him being that guy. All due respect, I have to apologize, because people have been saying it last week, and I repeated to some people in a joking manner, like halfway tongue-in-cheek, halfway joking. Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. Like, the catches he was making today was just crazy. Then him being the only receiver. But the Titans were trying to be smart, and they were only singling him up, which I think is a stupid move. I don't know what Dick LeBeau was doing. If I was a Titan fan, I'd be pissed about that. Like, if I'm a Titan fan, I'd be extremely worried. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not worried, because I know that this is the team that we watching right now is not the team that we're going to be seeing next year. We're going to have different quarterback play. We're going to have, we don't know what we're going to see out wide, but we're going to have Clowney back. Merciless back. We're going to have stuff coming back. We're going to have Will Fuller back. This offense, what we're going to see next year is completely different. But as a Titan, what you see now is what you might see for the next 2-3 years. I would be very, very concerned. Very concerned. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell.